everybody, Dan Illman here taking a look at race number 3 at Santa Anita on Sunday. It's one of 3 stakes races on the card. We'll throw up the field for the Kalookan Queen Stakes. These are fillies and mares going 6.5 furlongs. Only a field of 5, but it is a very classy field of 5. The number 1, Edgeway, coming off a second in the Breeders' Cup filly and mare sprint. She is even money on the morning line, but she's going to have to deal with Merneath for trainer Bob Baffert. That's the number 4, the winner of the Grade 2 Santa Monica in her most recent start. Now, she is coming off a very lengthy layoff. In a short field, pace may make the race, and as we throw up the Timeform US pace projector, we see that there could be an advantage for Edgeway, the number 1, because she does have speed, and from the rail you have to think she's going to go. She was the gate-to-wire winner of the Grade 3 Rancho Bernardo 2 starts back, and consider that she ran so well in the Breeders' Cup filly and mare sprint. The race will show you right now off of a summer layoff. She hadn't raced in about 2.5 months before the Breeders' Cup. Now, she got a good trip in the Breeders' Cup, tracking the pace along the inside, and the pace wasn't very fast. She slipped through along the rail, turning into the stretch. The favorite Gamine just didn't fire. CC comes over the top and ends up beating Edgeway, but Edgeway ran great that day, a career best performance of 96. She's got the rail, she's got the recency over her most dangerous contender in Merneath, and she's likely the horse to beat. Queen Gal is her uncoupled stablemate. That's the number 2. We'll watch her last race, and this is only a nominals of one other than at Santa Anita back on October the 23rd. Loved how Flavian Pratt took advantage of this filly's tactical speed. She wasn't a lot of pace in this race. Queen Gal got right up close, and she fights it out all the way down to the wire with the runner-up, who would come back to run 3rd in the Betty Grable Stakes in her very next start, a state-bred race. She ran okay in that race, the runner-up. Queen Gal maybe in here to make this race go for her stablemate Edgeway. She's going to have to improve by leaps and bounds from a Beyer speed figure perspective if she's to win. I've always been a fan of the 3 Stellar Sound. I'm just not sure where she is from a form standpoint. She made a run and flattened out in the Bayacoa last time out at Los Alamitos. Maybe she moved too soon into the teeth of the pace that afternoon. She's run some solid races in the past, and maybe she's just better sprinting. She was 3rd behind Edgeway after fighting with that one in the early stages of the Rancho Bernardo. Perhaps she'll be close to the pace in her second start of the form cycle. She is a solid mare. I'm not sure she's as good as Edgeway on her best day, but maybe turning back in distance off that last race, which might be a little bit better than it looked because she might have moved a bit too soon, will help get her over the top at a price. Merneath hasn't been seen since this race, the Grade 2 Santa Monica. This is way back, February the 13th, 2021. Merneath had a very easy trip in this race, setting the pace down towards the inside with 2 other horses, although the pace didn't seem very fast, and for the most part it held together, but we do see Merneath just sprint away at the end to win with a career best 97 Beyer speed figure, working very quickly for Baffert in the morning, and Baffert's horses like to roll in the early stages of their races. I wouldn't be surprised if Edwin Maldonado decides to go and maybe play a game of chicken with Edgeway in the early part of this race. Maybe force Edgeway to rate and let Merneath get to the early lead. She obviously likes Santa Anita, never off the board from 6 lifetime starts. She has run well fresh, although certainly not off a layoff of this kind in the past. Something physically must have gone wrong, but it's nice to see her back in training because she is a very valuable broodmare prospect. The 5 is Stella Noir. This horse has a chance if the 2 favorites hook up. She ran a solid race, a 3-back, when sprinting at Los Alamitos, running 2nd behind Living My Best Life, who's in very good form. Let's watch her last race at Del Mar, now winners of one other than. She kind of just fell far behind in the early part of this race and picks it up only at the very end to run 3rd. She is going to have to prove herself against 2 horses that are certainly graded stakes class. But again, if this pace is fast, maybe Stella Noir can pick up some pieces. She returns to Santa Anita, where she won her career debut over this distance. Taking a look at my top pick for the Kalookan Queen, I respect Edgeway. I just have a feeling Baffert's going to have Merneath ready to fire off of the layoff, and I'd like to see her run and gun under Edwin Maldonado. She might be a slightly better price than Edgeway as well come post time. It's the Kalookan Queen. It's one of 3 stakes races on the Sunday card at Santa Anita. Best of luck.